Maybe this leather saddlebag contains tools for motorcycle maintenance. Well, I'm sure I could drive it. I have no idea how these machines work.
I'm afraid not. With no communications or transportation, and with the army on every corner, we are totally cut off.
From here, I can see how the road leading out of the refugee camp splits into 3 paths. One leads to a kind of depression in the ground, another leads to a graded water outlet, and the third disappears into the distance, beyond the last hill. Could that be the road leading to the city? Any one of these roads will take you someplace outside the fence around the camp, and that can only be a good thing. The road leading into the refugee camp. Mud, dust, and dirt gives new arrivals a warm welcome. It's difficult to make out anything from here, but it seems like a dry riverbed crosses the dirt road leading into the camp.
Who cares anyway?
It looks like quite a large river flowed through it once, but nowadays, only this dry riverbed remains as a reminder. A pool of blood mixed with mud marks the spot where that man, the mole, was shot. It gives me the chills. They may be able to kill with impunity, but it's still the scene of a crime. A small military sentry box with no door, so narrow that the soldier on duty can hardly turn around inside. No trace of tools. Inside the saddlebag, there's just a pair of worn motorcycle gloves.
When you don't know from one day to the next if you're gonna be alive, there's no time to worry about what happens 100.
The type of gloves motorcyclists wear. And although I can get my hands into them, they're not exactly my size. It's not that I don't find them practical, but I can't help considering them a consolation prize. Naturally, I would rather have taken the motorcycle. I doubt they have any need for these gloves. They don't look like motorcyclists. Even with the gloves on, I don't have the stomach to touch that mattress. This cable is insulated with plastic. There's no need to wear gloves to handle it. No doubt about it. It would only take the sentries a few seconds to fill me with lead if I tried to touch that barbed wire fence. I'd have to be crazy to let those savages see the gloves. They'd know right away that I'd stolen them, and my brains would end up adorning that cement wall. I'm not going to touch that bed spring. Not even with the gloves on. It looks as sharp as a razor blade.
1,000 or 100,000 miles away.
They're not fireproof. I'd burn my hands if I tried to put them in there. Okay, I'll wear the gloves to cut the electrified wire. Perfect. They may be waterproof, but why would I want to put my hand in there? There's no need to handle this with gloves on. I doubt this person wants the gloves. Doesn't look like a motorcyclist to me. The entire world has collapsed. Why would I care in the least about leaving fingerprints here? You have to let me in. I need to get into the camp urgently.
The camp will open when those brats confess to their crime.
I understand.
Or when we find the murder weapon. Those 2 brats are going to pay a very high price for their insolence. And now, get lost, rat.
One of the soldiers guarding the camp gate is blocking the entrance. What the hell could have happened? This pig in uniform and his sidekicks are getting ready to kill the children in cold blood. Damn it. I have to do something. I don't mean to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
Hey, it seems like we have a nosy rat in the camp.
The pain makes them kick and scream like pigs in a slaughterhouse. Then their flesh begins to melt, to become liquid. Do you understand, Mike?
Why are you afraid of the soldiers? I'd heard that things function better here.
Come on, stick your neck out. We could use a little entertainment tonight.
Prolonged contact with these animals would be detrimental to my health. I'm not going to talk to them anymore. It's the trio of soldiers who guard the camp. And if their expressions are anything to go by, they're as violent and unyielding as the barbed wire surrounding this dump. They're the soldiers who guard the camp gate. Armed and very unfriendly. Besides, they seem trigger-happy. After getting to know them, I think that it would be better to try to avoid problems with these guys. The pigs in uniform who guard the camp gate. I still can't believe these savages were getting ready to execute those 2 poor kids in cold blood. But neither can I believe the mess I got them into.
I don't know where you heard that, friend, but whoever told you that was lying.
Aw, shit. The key's not in the ignition. One of the soldiers on sentry duty must have it. Anyway, I should have figured as much.